but there's, you know, programming that might sort of fade out. And then the brain isn't sure what to do, and it could fall into different obsessions, so forth and so on. That's my theory on that. But it's interesting that you have hard as nails people in Druglandia who sound as if, you know, they're a sergeant in the military. And I'm fascinated by this. So I'm wondering, what caused people to turn to drugs to begin with? Is it that militant? Is it that, you know, inability to compromise? Or it's hard to explain. Like, no one wants to be taken over by any force or means. I totally get that. So anyway, it's just a fascinating thing. Like, anyway, you know, we all go through, you know, whether it's school, work, or whatever, and you have to learn how to get along with everyone, coexist, which means sometimes, you know, having to acquiesce when you don't feel like it, but you're like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, and this is the only option, you know. And anyway, to never acquiesce could cause people to wind up sorry, could cause folks to wind up in, you know, sort of a bad way. Like, it's a weird world out there, you know. Anyway, do we want I don't know why I ran away. Indiana Jones, but bigger here. Wait, Gene Hackman's folks, yeah. Yeah, hat. Some chipped paint. It can look like white splatter, like paint splatter. There's some of that in the stairwell where I walk often to get out of the building. I always take the stairs down. It would be like a rare situation where it's like, you know what, I'll take the elevator down real quick, get a package, which is also rare, get the mail. But I just always walk down the stairs, either the north stairs, the south stairs, or I do north stairs and cross over to the south stairs, and so forth and so on. I don't know why I run away. Ooh, I try so hard to get away. So, parking enforcement. They have bikes, it's good to know. So anyway, whatever I was saying, kind of lost my track. Oh, I go down the stair. I ain't take the stairs, so I said that for a reason. Anyway, and if you go down old stairwells, you'll see all kinds of, you know, paint chips, splatters, and stuff. The other that might be why I thought of it. Like, oh yeah. Gym. I don't know. I run away. So parking enforcement is the authority on the streets this morning. They could be mistaken for cops, but it's parking. Unless they've noticed issues with people parking on purpose, like shades of gray. So you have black, white, gray over here in front of the land title building. You have black and white here. You have Bloods and Crips. So there was an incident in Virginia, I guess, the other day, and right, Bloods and Crips, and someone saw a lot of red cars in the parking area of wherever this shooting took place. And so there's cops in yellow and navy versus parking authority in all navy. We've already seen 2 or 3 ambulances this morning, so we don't know what's going on. We'll have to see if anything pops up. And anyway, something popped up on chat. And someone said, oh, you know, is this a Crips neighborhood? Or, you know, because Crips will apparently get red or maroon cars. I don't know why. We're always super crowded. Nothing like a PPA bike escort, you know, back home. So interestingly, it was chilly enough in my apartment for me to wear a hat. It can be hard to tell my natural hair color. I still have some, whoa, wait. Some of these airplanes fly way lower than I think they should, but I guess it's okay. It seems like back in the day they had special regulations or, you know, ceilings or what have you, but anyway, I still have some light, like blondish ends on my hair, but my natural hair color is brunette dark. He doesn't know what just happened. Last night, so I'm wearing a hat. It's been a long time since I've worn a hat because it hasn't been that cold. Probably February, maybe early March at best. So we're talking, it's probably been 6 weeks since I've worn a hat. So it dawned on me that if people are used to seeing me a certain way, they'd be like, oh, she's wearing a hat today. That blows our whole orchestrated efforts out of the water. So I'm slightly not kidding. But it was chilly enough where it's like, I think I'll wear my hat. Plus, I still need to take a shower. I ran out super early. And sometimes I take a shower, run out here with wet hair, but it was too cold. So it's like, let's get the walk out of the way super early. Get back in. There's been a lot of people out this week. I'm not sure if it's because, you know, Easter's around the corner. Also, Passover begins tomorrow, probably at sundown. So it's usually how holidays or whatever, you know, occur when people operate by the lunar calendar. Oyster House, 1976. So it's nice to walk by when there's no music blaring, in case you were to, you know, if YouTube picks up on it, then it becomes a whole... It's not a big deal, like it doesn't affect the channel, it's just annoying to get the notification. Like there's a copyright, And you can still like attribute the song and still, it'll still say there's a copyright. You know, it doesn't affect your channel, but you can't monetize that video. So now I know why some people have opted to go to, or they either go to certain places where not a lot of music is played out in public per se, or they have, you know, software where they can, this lady's pretending as if she's gonna invite everyone to the Christmas party. Can't stand it when people do that.